right on cue. I get the car out, the heavens open. Anyway, bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Today is Pimp my Jag day. Now, I've kind of mentioned this in a couple of recent videos, but there's been a couple of delays, nothing major, just a few days, and today's I'm going to hopefully transform the Jaguar. Now, you've probably seen the thumbnail I put up for the video, and yeah, I'm putting it onto a set of summer tyres. It's been on winter tyres, so I've been kind of a bit anal about this, a bit OCD about it, but that's just the way I am. Normally this model of car, the very first series of Jaguar, was available with 16-inch and the option 17s. Now this is on the option 17s, but the very last ones that they made were on 17s, option 18s. So in France, you've actually got to put on wheels that would have been supplied at some point to one of the models of the car. Now, I've double checked, triple checked this and stuff, and I'm okay for the 18s. So hopefully, I'm going to get myself a set of alloy wheels as well. Now, advantages of this is that I can basically put on my winter tyres with the winter wheels as such anytime I want. I don't need to book it in and wait a couple of weeks and then it snows. The other thing as well is that it's my choice. I can do it, and it doesn't cost me anything to do that. Just jack the car up and do the job, and a couple of hours later everything's fine. So that's it. There's a couple of other things that I've done. The wheels that are on it, I'll do towards the end of the video, I'll do a before and after picture, and the ones that are on it are just silver all over. And what I wanted was ones with spokes, as it were, that are very much thinner and silver but black background, and I think that will work with the black parts of the car, black areas maybe as well. And also there's a lot more space, open space within that wheel, so for brakes, cooling, they're going to be much better, especially for summer when temperatures are warmer. So I don't have a problem with the brakes, but the one or two times I've been down the mountain and I've checked my tyre pressures, I've touched the discs out of curiosity and they were roasting, and that's without hammering the car. That's me just driving like I am just now. So there's one or two other things to do with it as well. Yes, it's expensive, but it puts the car on a really nice set of wheels for summer as well. Now, the existing wheels, they've been curbed a couple of times or whatever. They're not perfect. At a distance of a metre plus, they look grand. But you look closer, no. So I'm going to go down. I'm dropping down the usual 1,000 metres in altitude down to Embrun, our town down the mountain. And I've got it booked into the garage. The garage called me this morning and said, yes, at last we've got our delivery and it's all ready to go. So hopefully they are going to have the tyres already mounted and balanced and pressurised and stuff on the wheels, on the new ones, and it's just a case of swapping them over. Although I have mentioned to them I would like them to give the rails for the brake pads a bit of a going over with copper grease, which will lubricate them, and that eliminates any tiny vibrations. I've not had a problem, but you can feel something. So I don't want that to happen, because inadvertently that's going to transfer itself to the same sort of tyre wear as well, and it's going to make the tyres have a permanent problem. Now, winter tyres don't last long in dry conditions. They don't last balanced well in dry conditions. So hopefully when I take this out for a test drive after, it's going to be a lot different. Driving style wise, yes, on the limit the car's a bit spongy. The steering isn't quite as kind of point as I want it to be. So hopefully I'll notice a difference and stuff like that. Another advantage is running on decent tyres. I've got Bridgestones ordered, which is the same tyres that the car was initially supplied on back in its birth, as it were, in 2007. So should give me better economy as well. The car needs it. At the moment, I kind of average between 25 and 32 to the gallon, taking it easy. If I hammer it, I can get that down to signal figures, but obviously I don't hammer it now and again, just to play or whatever, or if someone's right behind me and I think, well, sod you, and I'm off. But it stopped raining further down. Anyway, onward. I'll go down to the garage. They have given me permission to film on the premises, although I'm going to be very tactful with it. So I'm not going to be doing too much filming in and around. There'll be 2 or 3 things that I want to do while the car's up on ramps and stuff. So I'll go down there. I'm going to do another little point of interest just before I get there. So let's head down the mountain, and hopefully it's going to be a bit drier down there. Just as I'm heading further down, thoughts occur, and a couple of other things as well. Is one thing, I hope that in the balancing that they put the weights on the back of the wheel and not the front. I'm pretty sure these guys know what they're doing. I've already had a couple of things done with them and stuff. They know what they're doing. You can tell when you talk with someone. So it's not like before. I had a similar situation with the Saxo, and it was another garage, and they completely failed. Even though the Saxo is a very rare model of car, the actual Saxos, there's millions of them, they couldn't fit a set of alloy wheels on the Saxo and balance them, and eventually I had to tell them, no, leave it. So that was that. But these guys know what they're doing. Now, a lot of this reason for this is, yes, it's aesthetic. I want the car to look nice with the new wheels and stuff like that. Yeah, I like this car. It's a keeper, or it's a keeper for the next foreseeable future anyway. And I've had no problems with it. It's almost 2 years to the day that I found this on the internet, and it took a wee while. It was during COVID to organise going and getting it. It was a 7-hour drive there, 7-hour drive back. I had to find someone who could drive the Saxo for me, someone who was happy to drive an automatic sort of thing. And the thumbnail that I put up was a copy of a picture I did off the internet when I did a configurator for the wheels, where you can get your car and put it in colour and everything like that, fit various different wheels to it and see how it looks like. And that's where the thumbnail came from. Now, what I would like is, please give me your opinions, good and bad. Keep it clean, but make comments on the YouTube, on the comments section below here. Please, I would love the feedback on this. Hopefully it's going to turn out as I want it to. We'll see, but your feedback on this would be very good for me. So, very interesting. Anyway, further down, 4 seasons in one day, 4 seasons in 10 minutes more like. Beautiful sunshine down here, and I'm not even down the bottom, I'm halfway down. So hopefully it's going to stay this way. Hopefully I'll get a nice dry return trip back up. But yeah, we'll see. What can I do? The weather's just strange like that just now, so inevitably when I go down the mountain, I'm now down in Ombran, I try and do as much as possible, because it's a trip down, a trip up. It's a 40-kilometre round trip, so I've got one little call to do here, and what I'll do is I'll do the before photo in the car park of this place, and needless to say, I'm not coming back up here specifically to do a photo. I can do the next photo outside the garage, and we'll see how that one goes, see what the difference is, try and get the same angles with the car and stuff, and we'll see how that one goes. So let's get parked up here, put the front beeps on. Perfect. So just down at this supplier of ours up there, Les-Orres, very hazy and rainy. Clouds. Down here, sunshine, it's roasting hot, 22 degrees. So yeah, little time to spare. Looking round to the north, beautiful day, just, it rained up there, and perhaps a bit behind here to the west. Okay, bit of time to spare here, so grab a quick coffee and go and get these sorted out. As I say, you go up close, you know, you can see they've been hit a couple of times. That's not so bad. Front one not so bad, but yeah, could do a bit of freshen up in its looks department. Not much happening except for the odd interference from the odd lightning strike locally. Temperature here, if the camera's going to pick this up, 25 degrees, whoops. So I've got the heating system on a low. Air conditioning on, but switched it off for filming. This is probably going to be a bit windy, so I'm right in the back of the camera here. So these are the original ones. As I say, I quite like them, they're nice, but silver all over. And I spent ages on that configurator. I didn't want anything with too much black on it. I didn't want anything that goes one way but not the other. I did a video on that as well. I didn't want anything that was too full, and I didn't want anything that was too Renaulty, Citroën-y sort of thing. So just to show you the Renaulty, Citroën-y thing that I was trying to avoid was, you'd probably be looking at over here, the likes of that. Ugh, no. And there's another one over there. This lady's just got out, so I'm not going to intrude. But yeah, same sort of idea. Renaulty, Citroën-y, they just wouldn't have done the trick. More examples of what, what I didn't want. I didn't want 2 multi-spoke. I either wanted 5 or 7. It has to be an odd number because that's the strength of a wheel. Again, I didn't want anything too much like that. It's too Renaulty, Citroën-y, even though that's on a Mini. Alright, here we go. Really good places so far. Hopefully continues like so today. So we'll just pull in. I'll go and let them know I'm here and they can do what they want when they want. Okay, so I'm informed that they've already, like I said, they've already installed them on the wheels and balanced and everything's done. So, wow. They look good, but I'm not going to give it away quite yet. Okay, ready to rock. They got me to drive it on the ramp. Maybe they're just not too happy with driving right-hand drive, I don't know. But yeah, see if we can get a pic, or I can take a pic off the video, and we'll go back a bit further and I'll catch the same angle on the new ones. I've never seen under this car. When it was in its control technique, the technical thing, the equivalent to the British MOT, they did give me a warning about tyre wear, and only on the back, but they weren't new. When I bought the car, the front ones were new. So like I've said, when the wheels are off it, I can make the most of any pre-season offers for winter tyres without actually having to put them on the car. Which is in not too bad a state underneath. Had a bit of bashing, but that's why these things are there, to protect it. So all in all, she looks pretty good. Quasi juste de vérification de couleur. Bon. Elle a expliqué pour faire les...
Mettre de la graisse purée.
Oui,
Bien sûr.
quite a lot of dirt in there, but that's me off-roading, I would say. Front ones are fairly worn, still legal, but I just wanted to compare the height of them, more or less the same. We're on a 225 45 17 versus 225 40 18, and yeah, I'd say probably a bit smaller. So I did ask them to grease up these bars as well, so that'll make the brakes ultra smooth, but all in all, we're not too bad. Wait for it. There's a transit van sounding like a tractor right next to it. We had a problem with one of the nuts. It actually broke, and He used a special tool that grips it to get the thing off. Wasn't a problem for these guys. Let's compare while the tractor's running. Oh yeah. Not yet. Not so bad underneath. Oh, not yet. Going down. Job's done. Just got to recheck the tightening of the nuts and give it a test. Okay, it's time. Glad to see that they use a torque wrench to justify that. It's perfect. As I say, we had a bit of a problem before because one of them was extremely tight. So here we have the finished product. Wow. Awesome. So I think this is good. The silver with the chrome. Even told him to leave the blue stuff in the middle. He did offer to put the Jaguar back on, but they're all broken anyway. And the black with the windows, with the black, maybe the antenna as well, I don't know. But I am so happy with that. So we're just putting them, wrapping them up, sticky old ones in the back seat they're prepared. And Ewan was telling me that they're a lot heavier than these, so I've got a lot less unsprung weight to deal with. The whole car should be a lot better. It'll be interesting to see how it drives. Great. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Okay, so the deed is done. Thanks for watching. So already at slow speed, the steering feels lighter. The brakes, I've had to pump them a bit, obviously, but they feel much more progressive, much more controllable as opposed to before. Yeah, you stomp on them and they let you know you're stomped on them. So at slow speed, they were great. Oh, yeah, I can feel the difference. Let's gun it a wee bit. Rock steady. And the brakes are lovely. Wow. Yeah. So all is well. But what I'll do now is I'll just put the before and after images up at the end. Again, thanks for watching. So happy I have pimped my Jag. Definitely feel the bumps a bit more. I felt a vibration. Let's take it through a couple of twisties that I know on the way up the mountain here. A wee bit faster than maybe I should do, but oh, what a difference. It just feels more solid. And wow. And onto a hairpin. Sorry about the noise, the tyres are in plastic in the back there. Wow, what a difference. Yeah, as I was saying, I thought I felt a bit of a vibration at about 60 mile an hour, about just under 100 kilometers an hour. And then it stopped. I realized I was feeling the road surface a bit better. Joy. Just in final before the before-after pics. Radio, nothing. But I think the automotive gods are looking down on me. It's a beautiful evening. It looks a bit dark ahead, but it's staying dry on the way back up the mountain. Very happy. A couple of things. One is I don't have that whirring noise anymore that you get off of winter tyres. Especially with the window down, and you can hear it all. It's quiet with the window up anyway. But the other thing as well is that the GPS speed and the speedo speed, the difference is exactly the same, where the speedo reads a bit lower a bit higher, sorry. A bit higher, but it's the same difference from what I can detect off the main road below, where maybe I did go a tiny bit over what I should have done. But yeah, it's transformed it. Now that I'm up the mountain, I'm almost home, and the twisties and stuff, the car is transformed, not just visually, but to drive feeling, wow, I am a happy chappy.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.